They ignored me my whole life until he left. Welcome to the Story Network, where real stories get unpacked and nothing is sugar-coated. Today's story follows a girl whose childhood was shaped by her brother's extreme sensitivities. Almost everything she did set him off, laughing, moving, even eating. Because of that, her parents began treating her differently, slowly isolating her from normal family life without ever properly explaining why. She remembers being snapped at as a kid, just for laughing in the car. Dinner was worse. Her brother ate first while she waited alone. Only after he finished was she allowed to eat. She didn't understand the rules, just that she was excluded. Over time, she became quiet and cautious, constantly, worried she'd do something wrong and get in trouble again. As she got older, she pulled away from her family completely, spending most of her time either alone or out with friends. Now that her brother has moved out, her parents suddenly want a relationship. One morning, her mom suggested going to a movie, but she snapped, saying you can't fix years of neglect with a casual outing like nothing happened. Her mom fired back, accusing her of being jealous and insisting they did the best they could under the circumstances. Feeling hurt and dismissed, she walked out. The rest of the day, her parents ignored her completely. Despite everything, she still loves them, which makes the situation even more confusing. She's left wondering if she went too far or finally said what needed saying. Later, she shared more details. Her brother had been in therapy for years with little improvement. He wore headphones, but even seeing her do certain things would set him off. One time, she pretended to whistle while he was outside, just to test it, and he still reacted instantly. Some people started questioning if this was really a condition or just controlling behavior. Next story, a 25-year-old woman working at a tiny startup. With just a handful of staff, the team is close-knit and often socializes together. One day, she showed up with her hair styled in braids. A coworker named Claire pointed out how thin her hair looked. She laughed it off and replied that Claire's hair was pretty similar, thinking it was harmless. Instead, Claire snapped, telling her to get lost and shutting down completely. From that point on, she avoided her at work and started talking behind her back. Within days, things escalated to the point where Claire was considering reporting her for bullying. Confused, she questioned whether she'd actually crossed a line or if this had blown up way out of proportion. During a meeting with their manager, Claire claimed she was just making conversation and got insulted in return. The woman came prepared, showing messages and notes proving she'd tried multiple times to fix things. Eventually, Claire admitted she was insecure about her hair. The manager gave Claire a warning, but still criticized the woman for not resolving the conflict properly. After the meeting, the manager told her he'd been considering her for a leadership role, but now had doubts. She pushed back, pointing out she made multiple attempts to fix the issue. He didn't budge. It left her frustrated because you can't resolve something when the other person refuses to engage. It raised serious questions about what good leadership actually means. Another story, a 23-year-old woman goes to a medieval festival with her boyfriend and sister. These events are loud, interactive, and full of crowd energy. During a jousting match, she was cheering along like everyone else. A man in front of her turned around and said she was scaring his kid, asking her to quiet down immediately. Before she could respond, her boyfriend stepped in and agreed with the stranger, telling her to tone it down. That hit hard. Feeling embarrassed and unsupported, she walked off to cool down. Later, her boyfriend confronted her, saying she abandoned him. He argued that if a child is uncomfortable, people should adjust, regardless of the setting. She disagreed, pointing out that the entire event is built around loud participation. It's not exactly a quiet environment. The situation turned into an argument, with neither backing down. It raised a bigger question: should you always change your behavior for others, even in places where that behavior is completely normal and expected? Final story. A woman is invited to a wedding but told she shouldn't wear her sapphire engagement ring because it matches the wedding colors. She refuses, saying it's something she always wears. The couple insists it would distract from their big day. The situation turns tense, with the possibility she may not even be invited anymore over something this small. That's the story, and honestly, it hits harder than it should because it's not just about one moment. It's about years of being overlooked, pushed aside, and expected to just deal with it. Then suddenly, when everything changes, they want to act like it can all be fixed with one small gesture. She stood her ground, explaining she had no intention of drawing attention and that a ring wouldn't overshadow a wedding. The situation escalated into a stalemate with the possibility of being uninvited. The narrator criticizes the couple's controlling behavior, joking about how extreme it is, and ultimately sides with her, acknowledging it's their wedding but still an unreasonable demand. So what do you think? Did she go too far? Or was that a long overdue breaking point? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read all of them. And if you enjoy real stories like this, make sure you subscribe to the Story Network for more episodes just like this. New stories every single day. I'll see you in the next one.